unfortunately our country is not spared. Indeed, malaria still claims nearly 500 Canadian lives each year. When tragedy strikes, some individuals transform hardships into advocacy. This is true of Olugu Ukpai of Halifax, who is on a mission to end malaria after losing his 16-month-old daughter, Miss Goodness Olugu Ukpai, to the disease. Olugu plays a pivotal role in raising awareness about malaria, using drumming demonstrations to engage the public on this pressing issue. He and his family, Goodness's siblings, are famous at home as the uplifting Halifax multicultural drummers, and they will lead the commemoration of World Malaria Day on April 16th in Halifax, featuring special guest drummers from various parts of the African continent. Artists and community members will be coming together to support the cause and engage Halifax in battling this disease. Awareness of malaria is increasing, and we must maintain this momentum, and I want to extend my gratitude to Olugu Ukpai for his unwavering dedication. So Olugu, thank you for your advocacy. All right, let's get to these proclamations. We'll start with malaria disease awareness. Okay. Whereas malaria is a life-threatening disease caused by parasites that are transmitted to people through the bites of infected female Anopheles mosquitoes, there are more than 400 different species of Anopheles mosquitoes, and whereas globally, an estimated 3.4 billion people in 92 countries are at risk of being infected with malaria and developing the disease, and Canada sees an average of 488 to 516 malaria cases per year spread across the country, and whereas following CHAMA's global advocacy, awareness, education, and practicing preventative measures such as insecticide-treated nets, vector control, anti-malarials to reduce transmission, vector control, and proper environmental sanitation can help reduce your chances of contracting the malaria disease. Therefore, be it resolved that I, Mayor Andy Fillmore, on behalf of the Halifax Regional Council, do hereby proclaim April 25th, 2025 as Malaria Disease Awareness Day. And I would like to remind residents to take the appropriate precautions to prevent malaria disease by protecting yourself from Anopheles mosquitoes, dated in Halifax, Nova Scotia. What's the date today? The 18th of March, 2025. It says here April 25th, but I'm going to put today's date on it. So there it is, World Malaria Day. We're not done, my friends. You also heard our MC talk about Random Goodness Act of Kindness Day. And so we have a proclamation for that as well. Whereas Random Goodness Act of Kindness Day is March 20th, this annual celebration is an opportunity to perform acts of kindness and instill a habit of goodness and generosity in our everyday lives. Through simple gestures, words of support, and actions, the goal is to make the world a better place in memory of Miss Goodness Olugu, who passed away at 16 months needlessly to malaria on the 20th of March, 2006. Whereas acts of goodness include, but not limited to, pay for the coffee of the person behind you in line, leave a generous tip for a waiter or waitress, compliment a stranger genuinely, hold a door open for someone, donate to a charity, volunteer at a local shelter, bake cookies for your neighbors, offer to help an elderly neighbor with their groceries, write a thank you and appreciation note to a colleague, organize a community potluck, cultural celebration to enrich workplace culture by celebrating diverse backgrounds, empathy talks, foster a supportive environment by discussing kindness and empathy, organize a goodness challenge, organize a drum up support fundraiser for IWK and annual goodness awards, the AGAs, instill a tradition by annually celebrating significant acts of kindness. Therefore, be it resolved that I, Mayor Andy Fillmore, on behalf of Halifax Regional Council, do hereby proclaim April 20th, 2025 as Random Goodness Acts of Kindness Day in the Halifax Regional Municipality, dated in Halifax, Nova Scotia, 20th of March, 2025. Olugu and family, thank you so much for all you do. I'm going to hand these signed proclamations to you, and I also just want to say thank you. The majority of the Halifax Council is with us today, and I really appreciate everybody coming down with us. Thank you.
Anyone further who would like to come up?
Honestly, a lot have been said. I will not take much of your time because if I do, it will be a lot of repetitions. His worship may want to feel more. The honorable councillors seated right here. Friends and well-wishers, I want to thank you so much for making out time out of your busy schedule to be part of these proclamations. I will start off with the famous quote of his worship and the film where he said, "When tragedy strikes, some individuals transform hardship into advocacy." Our gathering today is a testament of the interconnectedness of our communities and how the well-being of each individual can impact the larger group. It is a reflection of empathy and collective responsibility. When one person suffers, it is not just an individual issue, but a wider community. It is a reminder that supporting one another and working together to overcome challenges